Hello, welcome Solex Nation. I'm going to turn the time over to Kai for his favorite announcement.
It's the end of the month, and so I always want to make sure that you're pulling your reports from your back office. If you're trying to do anything in this business, it's a great thing to have some information. And so we asked you to go today's, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to hit the last second of the month in order to get a good idea of what's going on in your business. In fact, it's close enough right now where I would go in, I would pull and export that report. You don't even have to download it and look at it yet. You just need to pull it and export it. You do those things from your back office in the business section and you'll be just fine. And so great.
While they're doing that, what's another good thing to do for the trip?
Oh, we're coming up to the end. You're looking at your business snapshot and you're looking at your direct active customers and your direct active QLAs. You're looking at those two numbers, adding those two numbers together and seeing what kind of progress you're making. Now, once the month closes, those numbers for October actually ship to the previous month tab, and you can go there to see what did you end up with. Yeah. And use those numbers to fill out your reports on the tracker for the incentive trip for the Caribbean cruise.
Yeah, so that's a great thing to do on November 1st. Yep. Go back and look previous month and see what you did October for the cruise. Okay, we have a wonderful leader in Australia named Rebecca McQuilty, and she will kill me for saying that. Beck is her name.
Yeah, Beck McQuilty. She goes by Beck.
And she is hosting a Day of Discovery in Australia. Now, this is not a Solex sponsored Day of Discovery. Beck is doing it, but she said all are welcome, and so we wanted to bring that to your attention. That is next month, November 22nd and 23rd. It's a Friday and a Saturday, and it's at the Twin Waters Golf Club in Queensland. The registration on Friday is at 8:30 a.m. and then the event runs from 9 to 4 both days. And we will put a link to buy tickets to that event in our description below this video. But she wants everyone to know that it is open to all. There are some people that are flying in from the US to go to that event. But if you are in Australia, New Zealand, in that area, and you want to go to a Day of Discovery, this is the event for you.
You know, and these are, like Carlos Jaramillo in Ecuador does this.
Yes.
Obviously, Beck is doing this. We do the corporate ones, right? The corporate one, right, in September of each year. We love the distributor leaders who actually just take the reins and help everyone in their area of the world really build not only their business, but their knowledge, their ability to share, their comprehension and understanding of the scanner and everything around Solex. We love this. So if you're close by, if you have that weekend open, make it open.
That's right.
And attend the event with Beck McQuilty and everybody that will be there. We went there.
Yeah, we went there last November for Day of Discovery, and it was wonderful.
Oh, so fun.
I love the Australians.
Yep.
All right, speaking of events, we have a virtual Day of Discovery coming up in March.
Yeah, that's going to be March 6th to the 11th. We give it it's a pre-recorded, it's kind of a choose your own adventure. It opens up on the 6th. You'll be able to go in and watch whichever videos in whatever order that makes sense to you. And you have all the way into the 11th to record or to watch those videos.
That's right. And Kai says choose your own adventure. What does that mean? That means that if you want to watch all of them in sequential order, you can. If you want to watch all the business ones and none of the new launch ones, who's doing that? Yeah. You can. If you only want to watch the new launch ones, you can do that. You can pick and choose how and when you want to watch those videos, and you have an entire week to do so. So we have tickets for sale for Virtual Day of Discovery right now in your back office. If you want to come to the live Day of Discovery and virtual this year, then we have a package option
the whole year.
Yeah, that gives you a discount on those two.
That's awesome. And those are, we always encourage everybody to gather together, even if it's just two of you getting together. Yeah. We hope that you will do that, plan for that. That's a great way to kind of collaborate on what you are learning as you attend this virtual Day of Discovery.
That's right. We have a fun announcement. We have secured our dates and our spot for our leadership retreat, and it is going to be June 9th through the 12th, and it's in Sundance, Utah.
Oh, it is a beautiful place. It is a beautiful setting. It's in the mountains here in Utah. There's rivers and mountains that just climb over 11,000 feet right in front of your face.
You'll be staying in cabins.
Yes, beautiful setting. Yeah. We're going to have lots of training that we do with the leaders when you come. We obviously have done a couple of these, and people, I think they've liked them.
I like them.
I like them. Yeah, they're a good time.
So how this works is you will fly into Utah on the 9th of June, And then training and the day events will be on the 10th and the 11th, and then fly home is on the 12th. And we cover the lodging and the food for the time that you're here, and you cover your own travel. To qualify to come to Leadership Retreat, you must have at least hit platinum. You don't have to break platinum, but you have to hit platinum to be able to come. Now, second, we have very limited spots. And we anticipate that we will have more platinums hit and break the rank than we have seats.
Then we have, we have cabins. We have a growth in cabins. We're anticipating growth, but we also anticipate that, hey, we probably will call a cap on this. I'm anticipating right now by February, March, maybe, potentially. Yeah. So if you know that those dates are open for you and it's worth it to you to make your arrangements to travel out here and to get to the venue, we'll take care of you once you're at the venue. Food and accommodations, we got you covered. We're gonna have a lot of training, several activities, right, around that, and just a lot of fun. So if you're platinum or above already, and you know you can commit, feel free to commit. How do they commit?
They email me. So to get on the list, email me. I will respond back to you to let you know I got your email. If I don't respond, it means I didn't get it. So make sure you get that to me so that, I mean, who knows, this list could fill up now.
Pretty fast, yeah. But the thing is, if you're working with somebody who's trying to get to platinum and they would love to come to this event, now's the time to work on that process as best you can, to lock it in. As soon as you hit the month closes and you hit the rank of platinum with that commission run, you can then make the request to be part of that leadership event. So please do, please come, please join us.
All right, it is end of October. We only have a day left of our sleep.
Yeah, sleep, one of the best products in the marketplace, I think. It really is a great assist for those trying to get a full, deep, restful sleep every night. It does all the things, and I won't tell you about all the things that it does, but we have one more day. Right?
Yes, we do.
We have one more day to get this.
And then it's November. And what is the giveaway for November?
In November. So in the month of November, if you have a new enrollee that signs up with a bundle and a subscription, that new person will get the D3K2, our special nano version of D3K2 that's right in time for not only boosting your immune system, but also the seasonal depression to help overcome what we're not getting from all the sunshine we hopefully are getting when the season is right? So now is the time to boost that D3 in your body. And obviously coupling it with K2, we've covered this 100 times, I feel like, but we love it. It's a great product, great time of the year to be making sure we're upping that intake.
That's right. All right, let's show you a new license plate that just came in. This is Carol Rausch, Idaho, Easy Scan. Love seeing these license plates.
Yeah, Easy Scan. That's a fun one. I don't know, we haven't seen that one. I think they made their way into.
Yeah. We're starting to get all these random rogue Cephi plates, or license plates. We got Cephi, well, that one's not rogue.
Yeah, someone's gonna do Hub pretty soon.
AO Hub, that's a good one.
AO Hub, yeah, that works.
Yeah, well, we are out of Solex silver coins, so what are we going to give her?
We're gonna give her a $150 credit to the store where she can get whatever she wants from Solex.
That is awesome. Congratulations on your credit and congratulations on your license plate. Make sure you drive very nicely because now you're representing Solex.
Yeah. Although you are not employed nor traveling on behalf of Solex, there's no liability that is going to transfer from you to us if something were to happen.
Okay. Something that people have been asking for recently is t-shirts. We had some t-shirts for sale at Day of Discovery, and it had a cool Einstein on the back. It said high frequency foods, and people are calling in and saying, can I get t-shirts? Well, we don't have t-shirts. We don't have an ongoing t-shirt process right now. We will be doing those at events, and we'll do new t-shirts and new swag items like that at events. And then when they sell out, they sell out. But those images are available actually in the DMK. That's the digital marketing kit. If you haven't heard about that, you can go, I think it's Share Solex, right? ShareSolex.com.
And then you can go download.
Yeah, go click on photos. And I believe the Einstein for high frequency food is under transparent photos.
Okay.
So click on that and you can make your own Solex t-shirts. Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's great. Love that.
All right, our contest last week, we asked you, what is your inner voice testimonial? All right, so let's draw. You want to hold this for me?
Yep.
Okay, first one, Cheryl Hamilton. My inner voice testimony starts with messy emotions, messy mind, and messy health. I had been diligent to work at my health for decades. I've been working on my thinking for many years, and my emotions too. But emotions were always such a foggy mystery to me that I worked diligently at, but felt like I was in a maze of sorts. I'm so thankful because I believe inner voice was a key to unlock lots of trauma from years past. Many things I thought I'd healed from and moved on from, and there were more layers to this onion. I feel so much more free and light, peaceful and cheerful. It's been a change that has come to stay, praise God. My emotions have stayed consistently happy, calm, and peaceful for months. I would love for everyone to have this tool so they can all experience the freedom, healing, and peace available to them. Thank you, Solex. Thank you, Dr. Darryl, for that awesome teaching. Oh, referring to last week's call.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, that is awesome.
I love having a tool at my fingertips that when I'm having an off day, I can just go run my inner voice and it calms me right down.
That. Yeah. Yep. Martina Momsen. I think that if Momsen, that's a cool last name. If that's her last name. Hello, Solex team. The inner voice got me through my move happily. Thanks to Ulrich Gomes Asencio, who forced me to use the AO scan during the move went by itself. My body coped well and the pain of saying goodbye was limited because I was 35 years in the beautiful place in Schweigholsten, Germany. Thank you, Ulrich. Thank you, Solex. I will never give up the AO scan again.
That is awesome.
I love that, Martina. Thank you so much. That's it is. It's interesting, like something not as simple, but as complicated as a move, especially when you've been somewhere for 35 years.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of emotions tied to what you're saying goodbye to.
I love that she said that Ulrich made her do it.
Yeah. Good job, Ulrich.
All right. This is Mary Gilroy. I love doing an inner voice scan at the end of my day and then listening to the tones before going to bed. I find it helps me have a balanced mind and body before going to bed, and then I listen to my affirmations in mind sync so that I'm creating a new reality while I sleep too, then wake up to new possibilities.
That's
Perfect.
Awesome. You know, I was with a gentleman last week who he has been suffering from a bunch of heart attacks, many heart attacks. And it's interesting because he went to the doctor, they did all the tests over and over again, and they were like, your heart is fine. Your circulatory system is great, it's phenomenal. What's the issue? And as they tried to figure out what the common denominator for these many heart attacks that he was experiencing almost on a weekly basis.
Yes.
Do you want to know what the cause was?
I know what it was.
It was emotions.
It was broken heart.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yep.
He was going through a really hard time in his life.
Yep.
It was life-shattering. And although his heart was strong, the vessels were strong, everything was okay, he had a broken heart. And it was caused by, that physical ailment was caused by emotion.
Yes, and it was tied to, because those emotions were present, it actually released a lot of hormones that actually then instigated the actual physical reaction. Mm-hmm. So there is chemistry tied to the emotion, right? But it's fascinating to him and to me to hear that, and he knew, as soon as I started talking to him about inner voice, he knew that if he could get his emotions taken care of, at least the state of balance, the state of peace, he would probably be okay. He felt like he would be okay with that. So it's fascinating to know that so much is tied to our emotions.
We are so lucky to have this tool, and we need to share it.
Yeah.
We need to share it with other people who need it. Okay, last week, our top enrollers. This is for October 21st through the 27th. There are no ties this week.
No ties, and doing a great job. Joyce Oglesby is our second place winner.
She came in second place. People that she brought on last week, in 1 week.
Five. Joyce, well done. What are you doing? Great job.
Good job. And our top enroller, we keep hearing this name, Paige Wheeler. She had 6 people last week that she brought on. And so since we're out of coins, Paige, what we're going to give you is the AO Scan sample pass, a 6-pack of that.
Yeah, a 6-pack of that. So you can spread the word even more than what you're already doing.
That's right. All right, speaking of spreading the word, we love to spread the word about our new products, and we are going to hear about one of them next.
Is aging something that is escapable? Is it a problem that can be escaped? That's an interesting topic. It's a really interesting subject when we try to figure out what it is that causes us to age and what it is that we can do about it. Just this morning, I'm listening to an expert, a PhD researcher that deals with aging, and she was talking about how we need to make sure that we don't look at aging as a disease and treat it like a disease. It's not something to be battled, and it's not something that we remove out of the body. It is something that we manage. It is something that we work with. It is actually something that we can influence. Now, of course, when you're looking at all the factors that deal with aging, there are many of them. But I found her conversation to be very interesting when you think about, I probably do look at aging as something that I want to remove from myself rather than better manage within myself. Several months ago, Jake Watson and I we asked the question, what would one more year of your life be like? If you can guarantee today some action that would give you a healthy one more year of your life, what would you be willing to do? I think most of us would be willing to do quite a bit if we could guarantee that healthy one more year. Now, chronological aging, that is not something that you can influence, right? You can't unwind the clock of time. All of us get a day older tomorrow than we are today. But biological aging is something very different. That is something that we believe that you can unwind or even reverse the impact that the clock has on you when it's left alone. In fact, there are two leading researchers in the anti-aging movement that have an opinion on this, and very strong opinions on this. Ray Kurzweil believes that the technology advancements that we are making now and in the near future will defeat aging. I find that to be very strong, a very strong statement. Will defeat aging, but we have to take action. Now, Aubrey de Grey, another leading expert, he says that the human body is a very complicated machine that can be repaired indefinitely. Again, a very stand you in your tracks sort of statement, make you pause and say, wait, it can be repaired indefinitely? Now, there are many, many other molecular biologists, geneticists, biomedical experts that work on this, in this field and help us manage the impact of aging. Most efforts to limit the risks of a particular ailment will assist you in combating aging. If you're doing something, it's going to help you, something positive in that area, it usually has a positive impact on your biological aging. At Solex, we want to take the biological aging problem head on. And so we want to consider what is the solution that takes the bullseye shot at unwinding the biological clock. We think we have a solution for that, and we want you to check it out.
Renew, rebuild, and embrace your strength with AO Youth.
AO Youth is taking this problem head on. Let's take a look at the three major factors of why we experience, or what we experience when we're aging. Some of the things may sound very familiar to you. Sluggish energy, we get more wrinkles, loss of elasticity, loss of strength and stamina. Even the unseen parts of aging, the inability to optimize frequencies, poor DNA replication. This is associated with the chromosomal impact there. Cellular health and just general cellular function. When we look at these impacts that many of us feel as we are trying to manage biological aging, we look at the three major factors that contribute to these conditions. Major factor number one are AGEs. These are advanced glycation end products. These are compounds. Compounds are morphed together molecular structures formed with proteins or fats when they combine with sugars in the bloodstream, a process called glycation. We also know, though, that these can also be formed before they even reach the body, and it's how we're cooking our food. When we cook fats with sugars or proteins with sugars at high temperatures, this actually also creates a new compound. The bad news is that in the typical Western diet, about 70% of what we consume actually it has ages in it. And that's a problem. The good news is only about 10% of those actually get absorbed. Not that we want to be absorbed, but I'll make a side argument down the road for the benefits on the good side for nanoparticles and how those impact and the massive rate of absorption of good things in our body. Our bodies, when we're looking at this 10% of ages that get absorbed into the body, our bodies do have natural mechanisms to eliminate these compounds. They want to fight and eliminate through antioxidant functions and enzymatic activities. We do our best within the natural environment of our bodies to try and offload these compounds so they don't have a disruptive effect in aging, disease, and cellular function. However, because of the rate of which we consume and create ages, the overload is proving to be too much for the normal body activity. And we have to do something to supplement and support the body sufficiently to give it resources to keep up with the amount of ages that we accumulate within the body. High levels of ages in the body have actually been shown through research to cause oxidative stress and inflammation. They're floating around the bloodstream and they're causing problems. They're causing havoc throughout the body because they're flowing out and these compounds are getting in the way of normal cell function. Two components active in almost every bad situation that are taking place are oxidative stress and inflammation. These lead to diseases and are always associated with diseases: diabetes, heart disease, kidney failure, Alzheimer's. A key challenge that we're faced with when we're looking at ages and the function within the body is the lack of elimination and the buildup of the ages as we age. So actually a side note I want to make note of is that ages, when they accumulate in the body, not only are they penetrating and going throughout the bloodstream, but they actually are stored up in the digestive tract. And that's also, we know in the digestive system that it is the second brain, that there is so much communication going on between how we feel, how we act, and what is going on within the body levered from the digestive tract. And so when you get these ages building up in the digestive tract, we actually are creating more and more of a problem because we're disrupting the microbiome. Well, the other core AO core products that I'm going to introduce in addition to AO Youth over time actually collectively assist not only in balancing the environment of the digestive tract, but also in removing the trash that is built up over time as we age because of ages. Combating AGEs with AO Youth, let's talk about some specific ingredients. There are several ingredients in the AO Youth formula that take on the creation and impact of ages. These ingredients have numerous clinical studies behind each one of them. But let me point out just a few that may not be as well known. And I say just a few because each one of these, we could spend hours talking about the power of the ingredients in AO Youth. But I just want to talk on a high level about some powerful ones that make AO Youth so special in its entire makeup. Spermidine. This is an anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. It enhances the mitochondrial metabolic function and respiration at the cellular level. It improves proteostasis, which is a powerful process within the cellular function. Combined with all of these things, Science magazine has actually declared that spermidine is an anti-aging powerhouse. Sea buckthorn is also an AO Youth. Many have called this the wonder plant, a golden bush, the gold mine. It has been in use, medicinal use and therapeutic use for over 1,500 years. Studies find that there are nearly 200 nutrients and bioactive components that drive the health benefits that your body needs to combat ages. In combating ages, this also includes a plethora of vitamins and amino acids in this ingredient alone. Too many studies have been made on this ingredient, and so we can generally say that this is the umbrella of antioxidant behaviors, and it is a powerful reducer of oxidative stress within the body. Additionally, one of the other things that sea buckthorn does is it helps with the prevention or combating collagen degradation. Collagen, we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a minute, but collagen is the most abundant protein in the body and is needed throughout the body. All right, major factor number 2 when we're talking about bullseye targeting aging and biological aging impacts in ourselves, what is that number 2, that major number 2 target that we have? Well, NAD+ declines over time. In fact, it's been studied that about 50% of what we have in our youth is lost as we age. That's pretty powerful because NAD is part of the cellular energy factory known as ADP. And why is this important? Well, changes in metabolism and then in tissue composition as we age, that's an interesting discussion because it's a chicken before the egg. What impacts what, right? What we're looking at is a scenario with the impacts of ages on the body. Is it impacting the creation or is it impacting the function? Associated impact with NAD+ is telomere attrition, epigenetic alterations, mitochondrial dysfunction, altered cellular communication, dysregulation of nutrient sensing, what the body does with the nutrients, damages the DNA when we have a lower level of NAD+ in our body. The good news is that studies have shown and proved that as we support NAD+ by increasing levels of NAD+, it actually directly reverses the impact of the decline that we experience. Boosting NAD+ increases insulin sensitivity. It reverses mitochondrial dysfunction and has shown to support an extended lifespan, or what I would say, an extended health span. How do we do this in AO youth? We support it with NMN. This is a main precursor to the creation of NAD+. It is quickly absorbed and it is quickly converted to NAD+. This helps suppress the age-related issue of tissue inflammation. It enhances the insulin secretion and its performance. It improves the mitochondrial function by itself, and numerous studies have shown it to inhibit the impact of aging. Suppressing the age-related weight gain is a part of that experience, and enhancing energy metabolism is another part of that. When we look at those things, one of the things we're trying to do is, in that overall health function, is those things I listed in the beginning of what we experience as we age. We want to not feel those things, right? The lack of stamina, the lack of energy. We want to remove those things, and these are the things that help us take that head on. Now, with NMN, we also inhibit the age-related function of gene expression, meaning the dysfunction that we start to experience in gene expression because of the lack of NAD+ actually gets reversed, and our gene expression becomes optimal. A side note I think we'd like to mention is that a leading researcher at Harvard University said that the improvement of NMN on the adult human metabolism would render the person to be more like somebody 10 to 20 years younger. I don't know about you, but I'm reaching the age where, yeah, 10 to 20 years leaning on 20, might feel a little better. I know what I felt like 20 years ago, and I would love to feel that right now, and I'm working on that with AO Youth. All right, let's address the third major factor that we are taking head on with AO Youth as far as the age impact and the biological aging that we experience. Our collagen declines with age. That is the third factor. Collagen, like I said before, is the most abundant protein in the body. In fact, it's 30% of the protein in the body. Now, we're often aware of how it affects our skin, our hair, our nails. But are you aware that collagen protects our organs and the cells throughout the body? Collagen also helps it helps protect our muscles and the muscle growth, our bones, our tendons, our ligaments, connective tissues, blood vessels, and so much more. You guys, it is everywhere. You want to talk about one thing and why there is such a collagen craze? Is because it doesn't take very much in the beginning to feel the relief in our bodies when we actually just get the collagen support. Now, I'm going to make an argument. There are 28 types of collagen. I don't want to talk about anybody else's collagen solution. There are many great ones out there, but so many of them underserve reaching the breadth that we need to reach as far as our entire body and our entire system. We need multiple sources of collagen in order to reach all of the 28 types. The challenge is that there is no blood test that will tell you the amount of collagen in your body. You can't go to the lab and get a result and say, oh yeah, you have enough type 1 and type 5, but you don't have enough type 12 and 14. There just isn't. But the signs are pretty obvious in most cases, and some are not so obvious. We get wrinkled, sagging skin. We get hollowing eyes, dark eyes and face. We get shrinking, weakening muscles. Associated with that, we get muscle aches, stiffer, less flexible tendons and ligaments. Even with that, we start to feel joint pain, lower mobility, gastrointestinal problems due to thinner lining of the digestive tract, problem with blood flow. Additionally, we also experience what's called collagenase and elastase. That's a hyperactive enzymatic reaction within our body as we age that actually blocks the use of collagen in the body. We need to be more conscious of all the impact of a lack of collagen and the detrimental use of aging, the detrimental impact of aging on collagen throughout the body. I think we're aware of it on the surface. I don't know if we're so much aware of it on the inside. Most solutions are a little too narrow, and they treat the surface very well, but with too few types of collagen and too few sources of collagen. A lot of us think of skin as the solution, but think of this. The wrinkles on your skin are a phenotype of what is going on the inside. If your skin, hair, and nails aren't looking so great, so is everything else inside the body. It's a reflection of the organs, the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, and even the blood vessels. In AO Youth, we have 5 source types that reach all 28 types of collagen. Additionally, we have collagenase and elastase inhibitors, meaning that hyperactive activity, enzymatic activity that blocks collagen from being used, actually calms things down so that you actually can absorb and use and make use of all the collagen that your body is absorbing. Think of that as you age, without an inhibitor, you have to consume more and more and more collagen in order to get to feeling the way you used to feel. That's as you age. With the inhibitor, you actually get to make use of what you're bringing into the body. And so it was very important that we address this as well. Additionally, there are key electrolyte blends to AO Youth that help with the free flow for cell connectivity and communication. And on top of that, we added branched chain amino acids to help build lean muscle, to strengthen the tissue, to improve mobility and flexibility. I'm not done. We also made this whole product nano because we can, meaning everything is a little bit smaller, more easy for the body to absorb. It's quicker absorption, it's less stress, it's more biologically available, and it is utilized at lightning speed. We hope that you will take this bullseye approach to matching stride for stride the biological aging problem. AO Youth is the best solution, in my opinion, on the market. We've tried to make it that way, not only with how it's made, not only with the clinical research that's behind every ingredient that is in it, not only because of the nano part, not only because of the breadth of 28 types of collagen, and not only because it addresses the NAD+ issue as well as the ages issue. You can see where I'm going, but when you see the price of this product, I hope you fall off your chair, because we have made it so available for everybody to actually be served so well at such a beneficial price with such a broad solution and the best solution in the marketplace. Check out AO Youth, everyone.
You know, I love all of our products, and I really do have something good to say about most all of them. There's a couple that I'm like, can't take that one. Not gonna lie.
The flavors.
Oh man, the flavor.
That's why you gotta mix it in. And Youth is a great one to mix it in with.
Youth actually tastes really good. You wanna know what I think tastes really great with Youth?
What?
Gut.
Oh yeah.
I like the flavors of Youth and Gut together. Also, we tell you to drink Gut quickly because it kind of gums up. I like it gummed up. I let it sit.
Yeah, you're kind of weird
I know,
like that.
It's weird.
That's strange.
I know.
Like you want to make it, you want to eat it with a spoon?
No, not that much. Not that much. It doesn't get that gummy.
That's kind of gross.
I know, but it tastes really good. And I love what Youth can do for our bodies. You just went over so many wonderful points, but I want to say that I saw this post on Facebook last week, I think, and it was Hannah Craig. Hannah is one of our top leaders. Hannah is a hard sell for our Solex products.
Yeah.
She is, in a very loving way, I'm going to say a supplement snob.
Yeah.
in a very good way. She's very,
we love
very
you, Hannah.
careful.
That's
totally,
we're saying that in with all heart.
Yeah. That's not a bad thing. And I'm very excited that she is using AO Youth and liking it and seeing the difference in before and after, which she said she would share her before and after. So I'm excited to see that. But one thing that Hannah does that I think is brilliant is she mixes her Youth and she puts it on the scanner and then she imprints. Eternal Youth frequencies into it. I'm going to start doing that because you did that, Hannah. That's so smart.
Well, you know what's easy about Youth is you can take it and concentrate it. If you like the flavor, you could just shoot it, but it's a great flavor, like we said, to mix other things in.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to just kind of get through your morning regimen of putting the maybe not so great tasting stuff with the great tasting stuff, that's a great way to do it. Like every morning, I'll measure out my tablespoon of Youth and I'll put in my Gut and then I'll put in my Blue and I'll put in my Pulse.
You mix it all together, yeah.
And I mix it with some water and I drink it.
Yeah.
And it's easy.
Yeah, that is easy. I do want to go back on something you just said. You said your tablespoon of Youth. We have on the label that the serving size is 1 tablespoon or 3 capfuls. 3 capfuls is a little bit more than 1 tablespoon.
Yes.
It's just for ease of measuring to use 3 capfuls. It's a little bit more than the 1 tablespoon. I do 3 capfuls.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you don't have a tablespoon ready and you just have the bottle, then 3 capfuls is going to get you pretty close to what we want you to be taking.
Yes.
But if you do have that tablespoon nearby, for sure use that. Like you said, it's probably going to be just above that, which again, we're not too upset about. I mean, if you get a little bit more of some of those ingredients, you don't need necessarily more. Every body is different. And the truth is, just like Pulse and just like Blue and just like D3K2, you should actually be measuring out what it is that's helping you the most, right?
That's true.
Is it 1 tablespoon or is it 1.5 tablespoons or is it 3/4 of a tablespoon?
Well, and what do we have? We have a way to put it in the supplement library and all those different measurements and let the scanner tell you.
Yep.
Okay, we are going way too long on our end because we want to do a contest.
All right, we got to give away Youth.
We have to give away Youth. Who wants to win it?
Right, I do.
I do.
I'm out.
So,
I just ran out this morning.
You did?
Literally.
Oh, you can't have mine. Don't touch mine.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so the contest this week, we want to know, in your opinion, what sets Solex's Youth apart from other products like this on the market?
Yes, I have a lot of opinions on that. I just gave you most of them.
So we will, so enter those in, write those down, not on the live chat, but when this is all done. And then next week we'll draw 3 names and we will draw for
Youth, AO Youth. Yes.
See you next week. Friday and a Saturday, and it's at the Twin Waters Golf. All right, let's get on with our call. I hate that when I say that.
Good job.
What do I say?
They're creating oxidative.